Very welcome to our sixth day of the Horse Assisted Education Week. And today we have Azra here, and she is going to introduce herself and start with her presentation.
Thank you, Gerhard, and hello and welcome, everyone. So my name is Azra, and I'm really honored to be here today, and really exciting to have a possibility to promote and speak about my passion, horses and systemic constellations. Yes, I'm prepared. I'm prepared really short presentation because I want to focus in exercise that we really experience what constellations with horses look like. Although we don't have a horses here, but I want to show you that it is also possible to feel the energy of the horses even online. Beside my work as a systemic constellation facilitator, I'm working as a HR, head of HR in one company in Vienna. Originally, I'm coming from Bosnia and Herzegovina, from Sarajevo, but I'm living in Vienna since 10 years. And during these 10 years, so that were really intensive 10 years. I met Gerhard, I think 8 years ago, and I did a training, horse dream licensed partner training, and since then, actually, my first constellation with horses was during the training with Gerhard. It was really deep, profound experience for me, and deeply inside me moved something. And when time came, I'm starting working with horses in this kind of way, in systemic way. I'm mother of 3 teenagers, and living in Vienna with my family. I'm also creator of horse to human coaching method. I call it the new coaching experience because it really brings totally new something really new into the coaching. And I want to say that coaching is silent revolution of human consciousness, and it is really, and I prove that every day. I don't only work with horses, I live with them. I'm a breeder, and I'm a breeder of Bosnian mountain horses, the oldest indigenous breed in the Balkans, and extremely engaged. Yeah, so that's that there is only around 300 Bosnian mountain horses on the whole world, and my mission is preserve those breed because it's scientifically proved that this breed um, contains some primitive traits. And I think it's for today, when we don't have a lot of horses or breeds that can give us that experience, really ancient experience. And I always thinking about my horses. Oh my God, how they have a lot of to teach us, a lot of to give to us. Not only what that they of course they were used in the field like working horses, but today we are blessed to have them beside us, and that they live among us, and that they can bring us to more alignment with ourselves. yes, so that's I forgot. I'm talking a lot, and I forgot to move to the next slide. Actually, what present Bosnian mountain horses. This this picture you see, it's for my breeding center in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We have a big horse ranch there with 60 horses, and we are the world biggest breeder of Bosnian mountain horses. Here in Austria, I have 16 Bosnian mountain horses, and my aim, my goal is working only with Bosnian mountain horses. I want to call them like shaman horse, the shamans in a horse in a horse form, and they prove that really every day. The Bosnian mountain horses is not well-known breed. Mostly of people I meet, they never heard about these horses, but after few minutes they say, we never met something like that. So that's so intelligent, so clever horses with so amazing character, and I can talking about them without stopping. Okay, so that is some kind of intro in my work and what I do, and I hope that you can feel and see and hear that I really doing with passion, with whole my heart, and yes, that is what I really want to do till the end of my life. So let's move forward. And yes, this is some kind of my work, but before we go further, I want to invite you to enter in space with an open heart. I know that you are all horse people and you know a lot about horses, but today I want to invite you that you forget everything you know about horses, and that just let go everything, let go any need of interpretation or understand, and just let yourself be guided by the heart and, of course, the horses. Because today you are not here to interpret, to observe, to listen my word. You are here to receive the energy from the horses and energy from the field. So I want to ask you to sit comfortably, that we're doing some kind of not meditation, but short calling to ourselves, that we just calm our souls, that we feel more present. And I want you to close your eyes and to let your breath become slower and deeper. And feel your feet on the ground. Let the ground hold you. Now bring your awareness to your spine. Imagine it growing tall, like the trunk of a tree. Rooted in the earth, reaching the sky. Take a deep breath. With your next breath, imagine a quiet herd of horses grazing in the distance. They are calm, and you feel safe. You feel curious. You feel ready. Now place your left hand on your heart and feel your own presence. And now whisper to yourself, I'm here. I'm open. I'm listening. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. I think that I needed this meditation because I speak very fast and I'm so expressive. So that I need sometimes really to grounding myself. Yeah, because we move forward with exercise I prepared for you, I just want to say a few words about systemic constellations and horse assisted systemic constellations. Systemic constellations are a very popular method in last few years or last years, and I think that there is no person that maybe unconsciously did own constellation. Systemic constellations reveals the hidden dynamics within ourselves, within our family systems, within our organizational system, and every systems we belong to. The founder of this method is Bert Hellinger, and he identified the core principles of this methodology and how the systemic constellation can bring balance in every our systems. And I choose to facilitate constellation in alignment with these teachings of Bert Hellinger. To understand systemic constellations, I use a metaphor of herd of horses, where the system and order is very clear. We have leading stallion, if he is present, or if he is not present, the mares, they organize between them, that every role is covered, and the herd maintain the wholeness. In the herd, each horse knows their place. Leadership is fluid, and leadership have to be proved every day. And as I already said, if the stallion if the stallion is not there, the leading mare get into the leading position. But what I observe in my herd in Bosnia, that at the moment when the stallion is here, the order is naturally following. And the mare, they step back into their original role and give the space the stallion to step into his natural role. This is what systemic thinking and systemic way of working look like: living, relational, and embodied. And it's in systemic constellation, there are three core principles: belonging. Every member of the system has a right to belong. There is also order. There is natural hierarchy and sequences. The one who came before has a more right than the one who came after. And balance between giving and taking. And that is also that we see in a herd of horses every single day. When these principles are violated, systems compensate unconsciously and trying to bring the balance. And horses feels that at the very beginning, almost when that's happened. They move, they freeze, they withdraw, approach, not from logic, but moved by energy of the field. In constellation, we try to access what is knowledge, what is called the knowing field. Horses don't need to be taught how to enter in the knowing field, because they are naturally all the time in this the knowledge field. I usually don't recording my constellations because it is deep, intimate process, and I don't want to violate that process. And but I captured few photos in the consents with the clients, so that you can see sneak peek into this constellations work with horses. The topics are different. Sometimes it's a business topic, sometimes it's some our personal topic. And what I observe, that sometimes the deep traumas can be easier held with horses than with humans. I experiment all the time. I tried every kind of constellation. I tried constellation together, humans and horses, only horses without humans, or client with horses. And every time I stay surprised how actually field works. I also recorded one constellation because I wanted to show you how it look like. So I recording my constellation, so that's a self constellation, and of course it is only to present you how it look like. It is not real constellation. We all need support sometimes, whether it's business or personal challenge. When I need honest feedback, I turn to my horses. During this session, Dino and I are going through some fundamental questions about my career. You can see that Dino is very interested in my topic.
He clearly showed me which areas of my professional development need more attention and where my attention should go. Energy flows where attention goes. He supports me, telling me what I have to do next. If you also feel that you are at a stage in your life when you need support for the next step, then horse to human coaching is definitely the new experience you need. Check out my website or drop me the message.
So this is how usually look like when we working one-on-one coaching session. And yeah, I wanted to I want to invite you that you also try your constellation with horses. We will do two exercises. The first exercise, I will play the video and you will see one horse moving in its own rhythm. And as you watch, I invite you that you let go the need to interpret what you see, that you just let your intuition guide you. And ask yourself, what does horse represent in my life? How does their movement influence me? Or does that movement speak something about myself or move something inside me? What emotions arise? And observe not just horse, but everything around. Is there any other horse to approach? What speaks that about your topic or the representation you choose for this horse? Does anything shift if the horse go away? Is the horse interested in your topic, or is the horse as a represent of something interest in you? And don't think about it, okay, maybe it is one horses and we are 9 people here, maybe it's not about my topic, maybe it's about Sylvia's topic. No, so we will get constellation and we will get some answers on our questions. Okay, so let's try. Just let your intuition lead you. take a moment to reflect. Maybe you want to write down a few words, some thoughts or feelings. And of course, you are very welcome to share with us if you want. Andrea?
This was very interesting. When the video started, I didn't have any question in my mind, and then I felt pain in my knee. And I said, okay, this will be my topic, pain in my knee. And since I formulated the question topic, the horse in the back went to eat. And this was really make me smile because one of the problems I have with my knee is my heavy weight. And this is so shown that this is unbelievable that how this show me that eating and overweight affect my knee. This was instant. Later on, this movement of the horse in the front of the video screen, and I think it is younger, that's in my opinion, younger horse. And this movement looks like dynamic between me and my daughter. So I did have a double insight. Thank you. This was very, very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. I just want to give you a bit more context. The horse you saw, it's my mare, Una. And the younger horse you saw, it's actually her daughter, Uta. So that is...
and this elder horse Una didn't stand on 4 legs. It's 1 leg is... and this was really connected with my knee as well. So it was really very, very interesting. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. Anyone else want to share?
Maybe I can try. What very fascinates me is how the horse is attentive to the camera and how the eye never stop to look at it. I was feeling that he's very attentive to the person, and then I start to get in this position myself, and his ear was very straight and attentive and still coming very deep, and then he bringing me some doubt or a decision that is difficult to take or profound and a bit disturbing. And he was still focusing. And then eventually he started to a kind of release. He was chewing with his mouth. And for me, it's like, okay, it's profound, it's difficult, but you can let it go. And then in his eyes, I feel that something will come, that you're not alone. I'm here for you. And something will come, or somebody will come. And then eventually the other horse came. And after that, another one came. And it looked like I interpret that, yeah, something will happen to lift this doubt, or this decision have to be made the way it should be, and can let it go. And then the horse go away, and another horse came again. So again, for me, was like, yes, you're not alone. You can let it go, because, yeah, you will have an answer. Something will come to help, or the situation will suddenly lift up from the cloud. So it was very interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sylvia. And the third horse who approached is also one mare, Alma. she's usually very shy, very withdrawn. So it's for me was surprised that she approached to the constellations. So maybe it is also some kind of message for some of you.
Mm.
But definitely, what is my experience was my feelings were that is a lot of support around us, and we just have to ask for support, because Una, she hesitated to drink the water, if you saw that, and when her daughter came, she allowed herself to drink. Okay, anyone else?
I can continue. So I had the feeling that the horse, so the mare, that she's very comfortable with her being on herself. She was alone. The whole herd was together in the back. And so I had the feeling she settled in herself. Yeah. And even if the other horses were coming, so there was no fight or ears behind, so still comfortable with her space. And the second who came, so I had the feeling they had a very good distance. They were so the distance they kept was fine for both of them. They were not too close, not too far away. I also realized that when the second horse started to drink, the first also drank. Yeah. So I could also a little bit relate to myself. I need to be on my own from time to time, even if I like to be with others. And it's a good feeling to be on my own and see the others being safe somewhere in the back. So I found this a very nice picture. Thank you.
Thank you, Doris. It is indeed. So that is Una. It's really like you described her. So that I'm glad that you recognize yourself in her, because she is really beautiful how she maintain her space. Yes, she belongs to the group, but also she really maintain her space, and it is very important for her. Thank you. Okay, now we move to the second exercise. This time, I invite you to bring your personal or professional topic question, and we will observe the group of the horses, so that you have a space to bring more roles. You can choose one horse to represent yourself, the other horses represent other topics, something maybe clients, project, or some relationship, or some health question. So that's something what is alive in your inner world. And as you're watching the following video, this video is intentionally without music, because there is a group of horses, and I didn't want to disturb your focus and your intuition with music. This is completely silence. And yes, so that's just let your intuitions. This video will be a little bit longer. It's about 8 minutes, and you have enough time and enough space to observe dynamic in herd, in constellation. And remember, although it's multiple constellations are in the field, it's make no difference. You will get what you need to get. Okay. Take a deep breath. And notice what shifted within you this time. Did something move? Did something happen inside? Did some questions arise? And of course, you are welcome to share and reflect with us.
Maybe I can try again. For me, it was actually where my business, my coaching business fit for me. At the beginning, I was a bit difficult to identify myself to one of the horse. I was thinking was a part of the group on the right side all the time, more alone. But then the horse who came first more to the camera, and then other start to follow. I was feeling more identified with this one. Start something new in a different country where I'm come from. And then I saw a lot of change, a lot of dynamic, a lot of flow. And so yeah, you have an idea, you want to start something, you don't really know where you go, but you met other people, and you try to do some partnership. I not enjoy, but I smile when I saw one the horse want to bite the other one. I say, yeah, we have some argument, we not all agree. But then eventually, what I like it is, yeah, the change of the role. Look like the horse, I was identifying myself, not was in the front, was for a step back a bit. And then the other 2 or 3 go to drink. So for me, I was feeling that what this concept, the core of the business, I tried to do the benefit for someone enjoy it. I associate the water that take something for yourself, it's alive. And then the movement, the horse I was identified go more away and then come back. Look like it's not static. My passion, what I want to do with horses can be not different, can be in different place, and my role can be more in support or be support to somewhere and move it to another place. So yeah, it bring really me, this flow, this dynamic, the change, and everything flow, but all the time they have horse going drinking. For me, how the dynamic, the partnership, where my role or where I will be physically, or the time would be benefit for people. Yeah. But it's very, as you say, you can feel so much from the screen. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yes, definitely. We often think it is not possible to replace this energy when we work live with horses during the live constellations. And I wanted to show, yes, this is it is possible, and that this kind of work, it is also possible doing online, not only in presence, but also online. All of us eight, we sensed something different and relate to our topic, and there is no boundaries between us, the field, the horses. It was like that they are here, they are present here, because their energy, it's present. The knowing field doesn't obey the distance or time or space. So that's I wanted to show that everything is possible when we doing with open heart, and when we respect the realm we entering in. And in this case, we are entered in something different universe, in horse universe, and they open their space, they open their door for us, and it is really deep and profound. Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. Andrea, you wanted to say something?
Yes, well, once again, I was really surprised. It was my business question, actually. And something what was I didn't maybe realize, but I felt as a truth that when it became too crowded, I pulled back. And that's what was shown here. And this is something I would really have to work on in the coming days. This was quite interesting for me. So thank you very much. Very, very good exercise. Thanks.
Thank you, Andrea.
Maybe I can continue. So for me, I think it was young horses coming in the first step, being very curious, probably about the camera or who the people who were filming. So and I saw they were very trustful, still curious. They were not anxious about the situation. I had the feeling they had this beginner mindset. Oh, there's something new. Let's explore it. And at the same time, very patient. And also the movement afterwards, the dynamic. So I related to myself that sometimes I'm very impatient, also with the ideas of my business. I don't go with the flow. I want to have it now. So and then this makes me sometimes a little bit maybe missing the lightness and the fun. And with these horses, I had a feeling they just living in the present moment. They just accept what is there and go with the flow. That was lovely.
Thank you, Doris. I wanted to say, you don't go with flow, you create your flow. Thank you. Yeah, what is interesting that some of the horses that came forward to the camera, it's not typical behavior for them. And I wanted to recording at the beginning, if you remember, the few horses they were stay distance, turned off of the camera, and I thought, oh my God, if this continue like this, that they just, okay, I don't care. So that's whatever you have in your mind, I don't care. But suddenly something shifted, and the only one movement, they changed the whole dynamic, and they follow that dynamic, and that's everything is changed. The energy shifted, and they became curious what's happened. So that is, and it was really easy then to see, okay, maybe we feel stuck sometimes, but maybe it's like mini interventions, so that's follow to the big change, so the big shift. Sometimes I say the shift happens. So not only the shifts. Although I'm very surprised that they didn't pop. So that's yeah, of course, sometimes in nature, in their natural behavior, of course, those things are always welcome. Okay, so that was all, folks. And thank you very much. Thank you for the entering the space I created for you. Thank you for you entering the space with open hearts, and the courage, of course, the courage to set your constellation and the reflect your thoughts. I really appreciate that. And as you saw, the horses they speak in silence, but echo on their words, going far away beyond the words. Yeah, so that's, I want really deep thank you from my heart and the horse's heart. And of course, I wanted to, yeah, this is the last, how we can continue our journey from today, so that we can connect, of course, on LinkedIn or some social media. You can, if you want, you can send me email with more thoughts or something that you noticed. And I would like, I will share also my opinions with you. Yeah, so that's, I warmly invite you to stay connect. These are some of my programs I have. In the autumn, start my online program, the leadership mapping, and I also want to do it with horses online. And of course, if you want to something personal, there are always possibility to work individual, one-on-one. And my project that I'm very proud of is Simply Me Retreat I organized in Austria. And it is really profound experience and woman only. So this is some kind of, I don't know, my way to connect with different cultures, different systems. And that is the reason I do it in Austria. And I experience really, really nice different things, how we women connect with each other. My head is always here. They are always willing to work and show you what they can. And if you feel something, if something shifted in you, we are waiting for you. Thank you very much. And now I'm open Q&A section. If you want to share more experience, more thoughts, or you have a question for me, I'm here.
And Azra, first of all, thank you very much. And you will be at the conference in October. So we will see you there with that topic.
Yes.
Isn't it an incredible work we are doing? So when I saw the videos, I'm together with my horses in the morning and in the afternoon for hours. And it's always the same. So I see the same thing. The only difference is I'm picking poo in between. But that's how it works. And I cannot imagine a better job to do. So yeah, it's really great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you
Yes,
so
that's
much.
what we can here understand, that we enjoy in some things that everybody else would say, are you crazy? So that is, you clean the shit all the day, you spend the time in the barn, but there is no happiest person than me.
Yeah. And as you say, when they accept us in their herd, it's amazing how the energy, the more deeper reflection come to you, and each time come back home, much more relaxed and energy shift. And for me, the best reward is the joy and the spark in the eyes of the people coming and experience this connection from the ground. We give them an amazing opportunity. And thank you so much to have a live presentation, very deep and how you connect all of us around the world. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you, Azra, and thank you, Gerhard, for the really special experience, and to all others in the group. Thank you.
I have a question, Asra.
Yes, Doris.
Now this format was we were watching the horses. Do you also make it this way that people come with a topic and bring it in the herd?
Yes. Yes, it is also possible online that we do. Sometimes, of course, it's in nature, so that is we cannot control everything, but that is also that when something is distract, like that there is no internet, or that we don't have a that we don't have that we have a technical problems, but it is also message. So that's maybe it's but yes, it is possible to bring the topic, and we can do it with 1 horse, 2 horse regarding to topic. So that is what I wanted to show you. That's that is that we can use the whole herd. My horses, they live in group. They are free to choose if they want to approach, if they want to assist or not. So that, and I respect that. I never experienced that they say no, but of course it is possible.
And also maybe an observation, I saw that in our 2 exercise, you don't use material. So if clients come to you, maybe they have a question instead of their head, or something that they want to have answers. So are you inviting them also to use material to represent some element of their thought or issue that they want to face?
Yes, yes, I choose it in the moment. Sometimes we don't need the materials, but sometimes if I see that client is too rational, and if I bring more than 2 horses, then his attention is splitted, and they start analyzing. Okay, what a horse thinks, are if they fight, or that what we saw, that they bite each other. Sometimes client can be I don't know, afraid of horses, or that situation. Then I choose equipments, then I choose the tools. Okay, we set up constellations, and then we bring the horse inside. It is also possible, it is also deep and profound experience. I had a different experience. I did one constellation with one old mare. She's 30 years old, and we set up constellations with materials, and we brought her inside in the round pen, and she starting behave like crazy, like 20 years old woman, because the client said, this is me when I was 20 years old, and I was rebellious. I want to go out. I want to. So that is, in that case, it would be dangerous if I bring more horses, because she had to express herself. She had to release all that stuck energy, that years long waiting to be released.
And if I understand, sometimes the clients are inside the round pen or observing outside the round pen.
It is also depend of the clients and the topic and the situation. So that's I'm always open to everything what have to be seen or the feel.
So you feel it in the moment.
Yes, yes. You saw now, when I'm recording, I stayed out of I stayed behind, because I didn't want the day Did they coming around me and did they maybe interrupt the process? I wanted to have them that I am at the distance because I am a cameraman. So
Mhm.
that is that the field works and the horses bring their experience.
Mhm.
Sometimes the client, they don't want, they want just to observe that we set the constellation and the topic and we choose the representatives and just let the horses that they doing the whole dynamic and we observe.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
It is possible that, for example, when I'm working in Bosnia, it is the really big herd and I have all roles there. And sometimes I really don't need intervene. We don't need any interventions because the field just opened the front of us and we just observe, just set intentions, just say loud the topic and let the field speaks and the whole the whole herd speak. And we don't need to do nothing.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is your place in Austria.
Sorry?
The place where you took the video, that's in Austria.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it's Austria. Yes. I will make a few videos when I'm going to Bosnia so that I can show in the conference.
Mm. I'm
okay,
looking
then
forward.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm looking forward to meet you in person in Germany.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, after the week is done, we will focus on the conference.
Mm.
Few months to go. Okay, then, yeah, let's finish the session for today. Once more, thank you very much, Aska. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in October at the conference.
Mm.
Thank you, Gerhard. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.